This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we'll tell you about programs being offered to help young people living with disabilities once they graduate from high school. Welcome to Friday's edition of FYI on SSPTV. I'm Ken Kara. Lisa Sugart will have the story I just told you about after our headlines from FYI News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Two brothers are now a part of West Hazleton Borough Council after a vote on Thursday night. Patrick Sharkey will join his brother William Sharkey representing the borough. Patrick Sharkey will serve what's left of Paul Platukis' term. Platukis passed away in February. Sharkey was approved by a 3-0 vote with his brother abstaining. Patrick Sharkey told the Standard Speaker Sam Galsky that Platukis was a mentor to him and that he's honored to have the opportunity to serve out the remainder of his term. West Hazleton police are looking into a reported assault that happened around 5 p.m. on Tuesday. A woman says she was walking near Diamond Avenue and East Spruce Street when she was hit in the head from behind. When she fell, she says she was kicked in the side. The victim was taken to Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton, and she describes her attackers as young Spanish-speaking, light-skinned Hispanic males around 5 feet 3 inches to 5 feet 6 inches tall with thin builds. She says one of them was wearing a red hooded sweatshirt and the second one was wearing a gray hooded sweatshirt and possibly had an afro-style haircut. Anyone with information is asked to call West Hazleton Police at 570-455-3733 or dial 911. A Freeland woman is behind bars after an assault in the borough. 18-year-old Stephanie L. Tracy is charged with aggravated assault, robbery, and conspiracy to aggravated assault, and a misdemeanor count of simple assault. According to the victim, he was walking home from a bar when he was tackled by a male and female, kicked and punched, and then a woman took his wallet and cell phone. Court papers say the victim was taken to Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton, and that he had bruises all over his body, a broken nose and fractured eye socket, and multiple abrasions. A Hazleton man is facing charges after a boy was found with narcotics in his system. 41-year-old Richard Belusco was arrested for endangering welfare of children, recklessly endangering another person, and professional prescription administration and dispensing after the 10-year-old boy was discovered with prescribed narcotic in his system. It happened just after 2 this morning in the 500 block of Carson Street. The child was transported to Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Belusco was transported to Luzerne County Prison for overnight arraignment. Schuylkill County commissioners gave the okay to an agreement that will send new radios to several fire companies in the county. Training on the new equipment will be held this month. New radios will be coming to Shepton Oneida, Nuremberg Weston, and Shenandoah Heights fire companies, just to name a few. The student government met the state government at Penn State Hazleton on Thursday. State Representative Tara Toohill spoke with members of PSU Hazleton's Student Government Association. Dante Toth, the president of SGA, says students were curious about the future of Hazleton and what role the campus plays in the community. He added that students want to see how PSU Hazleton can help with future plans for the area. Toohill, a Penn State graduate, says she wants to get students engaged and involved in the community. She suggested students get involved with groups such as Hazleton Integration Project and Power. Members of the student government at Penn State Hazleton will be on Toohill's turf later this month on Capitol Day to encourage lawmakers to be generous to the university in the state budget. A special program will take place in our area next Thursday to provide valuable information for parents and students on the services available for young people living with a disability. Lisa Sugart has the details.
The Anthracite Region Center for Independent Living, also known as ARCIL, is holding a special information night next Thursday, and it's for young people who are living with disabilities to find out about the various resources available. Now, here to tell us all the specifics of this special program is Diana Morris-Smaglick. She is the Marketing Director and the Special Projects Supervisor for ARCIL. Diana, this is a great idea to help people to know what's available out there for them.
Thanks, Lisa. We're really excited at ARCIL to be able to host this opportunity. We have people coming from 3 different agencies to talk about what kind of funding and supports are available for young adults with disabilities once they graduate from high school. Now, ideally, our audience would be young adults still in high school, their parents, caretakers, relatives, and young adults who've recently graduated that maybe aren't connected with the supports and the resources they need to go out and be as independent as they'd like to be. We have the Office of Vocational Rehabilitation coming. Now, OVR will help you find a job, help you go to school. They have a lot of resources available that people don't realize, and that's a really good resource for most folks with disabilities. We also have the Mental Health Developmental Services from Luzerne, Wyoming counties coming to talk about possible funding sources to help people stay independent in their homes, to help them find jobs, to help them get out in their community and volunteer, to do a number of different things. And definitely last but not least, the medical assistance waivers for folks with physical disabilities.
Diana, do you find that the hardest part is getting people to come into the door to actually ask for help?
Absolutely. We find that a lot of people, especially young adults, are very hesitant to come to us to ask questions in the beginning. They look at asking questions as a sign of weakness, when actually it's a sign of strength. You're saying, hey, I know I want something better. How do I achieve that goal? So we encourage folks to come to ask us about what kind of resources are out there. We find that a lot of young adults think that these things are just going to sort of happen when they graduate. I think everyone, with disabilities or not, tends to feel that way when they graduate from high school. Hey, my life is just going to happen. And when it doesn't, sometimes 4 or 5 years pass, and then it's much harder to get those supports and services. So young adults who are still in high school, as I said, their parents, relatives, a trusted friend, whoever may get information for them, and young adults who've recently graduated, this is a really great opportunity for them to come out and find out how they can be independent, how they can achieve the goals they want, how they can get out in their community and make something of their lives.
All righty. Well, some very valuable information will be provided at that event, so we hope that you will take advantage of it.
Thank you very much, Lisa. Well, it's always a great time reading the Standard Speaker, but I really enjoy reading the paper over the weekend. Check out the Standard Speaker this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for great feature stories, news, sports, and more, all about your area. So check out the Standard Speaker. Coming up in sports on FYI, we'll catch up with the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Penguins, but first we'll catch up with the dogs and cats at the Hazleton Animal Shelter. Adopt Me is coming up.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
We're back here at Celebrations each and every Friday on FYI, talking with brides who had a phenomenal experience planning their wedding and having their wedding here at Celebrations. We're with Andrea and Matt Grotzinger, and they are a happily married couple. They got married in July of 2014. Right?
That's right.
That's right. You look very nice. I love how you color coordinate. Very nice for the program. So tell us about your experience.
Well, from the moment that we found Sand Springs online, I instantly fell in love with the patio and the water fountain outside. And as soon as we drove up, this was the place to pick, and we loved every part of it.
Okay. Now, you did a lot of custom design for your wedding, a lot of personalization. So talk about that.
Some of the things that we did is we spoke with Stacy and talked about different personal touches we wanted. We didn't want the regular cookie cutter wedding. We wanted to add our own touches to it because that's what makes it personal. And Stacy worked with us. We did a Viennese table with desserts, with recipes from our grandparents, some of those who are with us and that passed away in honor of them. She allowed me to come up, and any idea I had, she would allow me to come and see the space and see if it worked. And anything that I had an idea or a question about, she was always there. I could text, email at any time of the night, and it seemed like she got back like instantly, or the first thing. And as soon as I woke up the next day, I had an email back from her with answers to my questions.
So that puts you at ease.
Oh, definitely, especially when you're doing it all, like doing all the decorations by yourself. So, well, together.
Matt, you really like the fact that you had a lot of variety here when you were hopping from venue to venue inside the property of Sand Springs.
Yeah, absolutely. They have so many different places that you can rent here on the premises. I mean, we had our ceremony here out on the patio. out by the water fountain and everything out there. We went to the tent for our cocktail hour and then into the celebrations ballroom for the reception. But they also have a pavilion you can rent. There's all kinds of different options for your specific day if you want to move around. I mean, it was great to just have everything here. We had our ceremony, we got to go take some pictures. Our guests got to go to the reception, or the cocktail hour first, then we joined them at the cocktail hour, then we all came to the reception together, and everything just flowed smoothly. Nobody had to worry about what they were going to do between the ceremony and the reception. It was wonderful.
And the bridal suite.
And the bridal suite.
And the bridal suite, we also, yeah, right after we went up to the bridal suite, got a few hors d'oeuvres, you know, had a couple minutes to just kind of, we're married,
relax.
you know? Just relax for a few minutes, then we went down and joined everybody else. So it was really nice. And Andrea got to get ready in the bridal suite beforehand. She's got here
Everybody around me. So.
in the morning with all of her bridesmaids and stuff, and they got ready here, had some cocktails, I assume, some snacks, you know,
they did.
before the wedding. I was able to come around and just do what I needed to do and kind of center myself, get ready, and then everything just flowed perfectly. And you know, there's a hotel a minute down the road, so it was
great.
It was wonderful.
Well, I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you guys. I wish you many years of happiness and health. Thank you for sharing your story here at Sand Springs.
Thank you.
And if anyone is looking out there, you are getting married, or for any function for that matter, please call Sand Springs here at Celebrations.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Happy spring, everyone. A reminder that, well, 1, it is spring, and 2, we have a winter weather advisory in effect until 6 p.m. tonight, as we expect up to 6 inches of snow. And now here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight there's a chance of snow before 9 p.m., then a chance of flurries before the storm ends. Cloudy with a low around 28 degrees. Possibility another inch of snow will fall tonight. On our extended forecast, scattered flurries in the afternoon. Partly sunny. We'll have a high near 46 degrees. Saturday night, scattered flurries before 9 p.m., mostly cloudy, low of 20. On Sunday, mostly sunny, high of 34 degrees. Sunday night will get down to 17 under mostly clear skies. Monday looks sunny, high near 36. Monday night will be partly cloudy, low of 22. Tuesday, sunny once again, high of 41. And then Tuesday night, partly cloudy, low of 29 degrees. Tonight's weather is brought to you by Boyer Insurance Agency. They have 2 locations to serve you. One is in Cunningham on Sugarloaf Avenue, and the other one is in Nescapec on Broad Street. Call them in Cunningham at 570-788-3543 and in Nescapec at 570-752-7683. Here comes Adopt Me.
Hello again, and with me now is Pirate, who is an approximately 9-year-old Jack Russell Rat Terrier mix. Despite his age, he's actually very spunky and energetic and is extremely playful. He loves to play with toys and to play fetch. Pirate's owner passed away, which is how he came to us, and he had a very good owner, which is why it's particularly sad that he's lost him. Pirate here was already neutered and is up to date on all of his vaccinations. We've also tested him for heartworm and Lyme, and he came up negative for both. We're not sure what Pirate is like with other dogs, but as always, we recommend doing a meet and greet for anybody who would like to adopt and has a dog of their own now. And we think because of his size, Pirate would be perfect for first-time or experienced pet owners. Although he has a lot of energy and he's very playful, we'd probably not want to recommend adopting him out to families with small children, just because he is a little bit older and could probably use a slightly calmer environment. That's it for this week's dog. Now let's have a look at our cat. And here I have with me Sasha. Sasha is an approximately 6-month-old domestic shorthair. She's brown and black and has a little bit of tiger stripe patterns on her. Sasha is already spayed and up to date on all of her shots, including her rabies shot. She also was tested for feline leukemia and FIV and came up negative for both. As you can see, Sasha is very affectionate and laid back. She loves to be held and can basically sleep in your arms all day. We think Sasha would be great for anybody who's either an experienced pet owner or first-timer as well. So if anybody's interested in Pirate, Sasha, or any of the other cats or dogs that we have up for adoption here at the Hazelton Animal Shelter, please come on down to 101 North Poplar Street.
Chris, it's always a pleasure. Thank you very much. Here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers on the green screen. Before we go to break, pick 2, 8, 4, pick 3, 3, 2, 6, pick 4, 5, 7, 4, 7, and pick 5, 7, 2, 2, 9, 4. We'll get you caught up with the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins after this break.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
I promised I would give an update on the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins this week, and I'm a man of my word. Full disclosure, I said it would be on Tuesday, but here we are. Here's your Penguins update. It's looking like a two-horse race between the Bears and the Penguins for the AHL Eastern Conference East Division title. Now, the Penguins won 2 straight recently against the Bears on March 11th and March 14th. They will not meet again during the regular season. Over the next 3 nights now, the Penguins will face off against 2 divisional foes. And that will start tonight. They play non-division foe against Syracuse on Friday. On Saturday, they play Binghamton. That'll be at home. The Penguins will wrap up the weekend in Allentown against the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. The Penguins have 14 games left from now until the end of the regular season on April 19th. A number of Hazleton area bowlers are chasing a state championship this weekend. The singles championships are today. Jamie Kalaga, Jenna Raypatch, and Mike Walters of Hazleton area will be competing in that competition. And then on Saturday, the ladies you see on your screen will bowl for a team championship. In the back, we have Jenna Gambita, Miranda Sosart, Jamie Kalaga, Jenna Raypatch, and Aaliyah Sokolowski. In front, we have Kelly Maloney and Miranda Risch. Kelly Kostaneski has an article all about the team in today's Standard Speaker. Speaking of the Standard Speaker, here's tonight's FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard. MMI, their boys tennis team, they opened the season with a victory over Jim Thorpe. Nick Villov won in straight sets at first singles. Bill Spear also won in straight sets at number 2 singles. Jonathan Smith joined in the fun at number 3 singles for the Preppers. MMI's number 1 doubles team of Lou Dreyfus and Michael Eisenhart dropped the first set but bounced back and won the next 2 for MMI. Doubles team number 2 of Eric Dagenhart and Evan Spear, they won 6-4, 6-0. Hazleton area, they lost to Wyoming Valley West. Wister Uhas and Adam Grula picked up singles victories for the Cougars. All right, let's get Ron Marchetti off the bench. He's coming into this game, and I guarantee he's going to take it over. Here's Short Shots.
If you ran into Dorothy Prolesian this weekend, wish her a happy birthday. March Madness is underway. Hi, everybody, on this March 20th, and welcome to another edition of Short Shots. The NCAA National Championship game will take place on Easter Monday, April 6th, but exactly 60 years ago, the NCAA final was played when college b-ball season ended 17 days earlier than this year. In 1955, the University of San Francisco captured the national title with a 77-63 triumph over LaSalle at Municipal Auditorium in Kansas City. The Dons, led by Bill Russell and Casey Jones, finished that season at 28-1. The following year, San Francisco repeated as national champions in 1956, capping a perfect 29-0 campaign, again spearheaded by Russell and Jones. This year, the winning team will be 40-0. My final 4 picks for Holy Saturday and Easter Monday: Kentucky, Wisconsin, Duke, and Villanova, with Kentucky winning it all at 40-0. Mark it down. I would love to see Notre Dame shock the Wildcats next weekend, but I don't think so. The Hebrew Hammer died this week at age 91. Al Rosen played his entire 10-year Major League career with the Cleveland Indians, 1948 through 1957. He played with the 1948 Indians World Championship team as a rookie, and that record-breaking 111 wins and 43 losses 1954 team that was swept by the Giants in that 54 series. Rosen was AL MVP in 1953 with 43 home runs, 145 RBIs, and 336 batting average, just missing the Triple Crown by less than a point to Mickey Vernon. The outstanding third baseman drove in over 100 runs for 5 straight seasons. He later became an executive for the Yankees. And speaking of deaths, it happens often for myself and others, I'm sure, losing track of certain people until their name shows up on page 2. That oh no feeling happened again last weekend. Then instantly I thought of pleasant memories of Paul Junis, who was the real deal in the departments of husbands, fathers, family men, athletes, teachers, and coaches. Paul was a sports stalwart whose opinion I respected dearly. His sports knowledge was second to none, and neither was his dry sense of humor. Working on his furnace or being transported to an airport by him was always an interesting experience. Paul was the first four-letterman ever at Stevens Trade School in Lancaster. He later initiated the track program at Weatherly High. He coached numerous junior high basketball championship teams at Weatherly, Hazel Township, and Greeby. He was inducted into the Weatherly Area High School Athletic Hall of Fame in 2004. Paul Junis was laid to rest on Monday at age 76. Our sincerest condolences to his wife, Mary Lou, and his entire family and all his many friends. Till Monday, stay loose.
Be happy, it's Friday, and go to Bottlenecks for half-price happy hour starting at 6 p.m. They have live music and half-price appetizers.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, the Sanctuary, located at 172 North Wyoming Street in Hazleton, will be holding professional wrestling Sunday, March 22nd at 5 p.m. The local favorite, Marcy versus A2. Tickets are available at the door. For more information, just call 570-262-0636. Our next announcement, St. John the Baptist Byzantine Catholic Church, located in Lansford, will be holding a pierogi and halushki sale Friday, March 27th. Pickup will be from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And to place an order or for pickup, please call 570-645-5656. And finally, the Ashland American Legion Post 434 will be holding a hoagie sale Wednesday, March 25th. Pre-orders are required and pickup only available. Cost is $5 per hoagie. To order, for more information, just call 570-590-2077. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Thomas Bayhun of West Hazleton. Services will be held privately and at the convenience of the family. The Cropton Hughes Funeral Home is assisting the family with the arrangements. Mary D. Gutowski of Weatherly. Mass is Wednesday at noon from the Our Lady of Lourdes Catholic Church. Friends may call Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Philip J. Jeffries Funeral Home. John Lombardi of Hazleton. Funeral is Monday at 9 a.m. from the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. Friends may call Sunday from 6 to 8 p.m. George F. Minnick of Weatherly. Services are Saturday at 11 a.m. from the Salem United Church of Christ. Friends may call Saturday from 9:30 to 11 a.m. Arrangements are by the Philip J. Jeffries Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Richard Harding of Mahanoy City. Richard, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Thank you for watching FYI. Stay safe tonight, stay in, and then enjoy the rest of your first weekend of spring. We'll see you on Monday. Take it easy, everyone.